Okay, so I'm going to be talking a bit about resource development when it comes to true shapes of a surface. So later on in the portfolio you see me using my planes of reference, and it's a really simple solid here. I was using it to represent a transition piece. As you can see, this is just a really simple model, just made out of cardboard, and has a folding down surface just to try to show the students a true shape. I was using this to show the students true shape using the Restatement method, but it could just as easily be used to show the auxiliary method. When you're using your planes of reference, you can draw in where your heights and your widths are going to be coming from, and draw off an elevation or an auxiliary view to show them, or you'd be able to maybe possibly sketch out an answer like we've done in the previous video. So the reason I've gone for a cardboard model instead of a SolidWorks model is because just from my experience of schools, there's not really a lot of leeway in timetables, and we might not be able to get into, say, the computer lab and be able to use the computers when just one student might be struggling with it. Whereas it's always easy to have a couple of sheets of paper and some sellotape at the top of the class, or a card or a piece of card, and if the student is struggling, you can come around and you can make it with them one-on-one, or it's very simple just to set up a visualizer the same way I've set up the camera, and make a model. And you making that model could really help the student just understand those principles. And I am aware that SolidWorks is a good way of doing that as well, because the students can manipulate the object and they can use maybe the sheet metal tool to show them how it works. Just as I said before, if you have them facilities and you're able to do it, very good, but the cardboard model works very well also. Yeah, so all I've done here is made a very simple little model. Depending on what way you want to teach surface developments or surface geometries, you could possibly teach the students about developing first, which is what we were doing here, or you could go on about envelopments and start them out by actually drawing the flattened out shape, cutting it out and bringing it all together then, and that could help them understand true shapes as well. But it's up to you and the way you decide to go about surface geometry.